standing ovation. When we pull up, it gets loud. No hesitation, we locked in, there's no way out. All dedication, winning doesn't take vacation. No space for doubt, we about to put it down. Running, take a breath, keep running. Cause your time is coming, show it out. One head to the top, keep it going, we don't stop. One head, straight away, popping like an 808. One head, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. We got one head.
Last man in this game, toss in the bottom of the night inning. 물럭광 모두 chain, 원래 역전이 더 짜릿한 밥이지. 너는 소리야 from the whole world, 공은 던져 잡고 떼숨 죽여 till the end. Throw yourself 0 to 100. Yeah, this is my home ground. Don't memory crowd. One and two, the top goes like whoosh. 떠나가기 질러게 loud. Like I said, nigga, tell my team. 믿고 달려, 난 still the same. Make a new history. Top of the big scene. One hit to the top, keep it coming, we don't stop. One hit straight away, bumping like an 808. One hit, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. One hit, we got one hit.
Pega tu posición y representa tu país. Soy el jugador que se creció, pero no olvida su raíz. Estoy pensando en toda mi gente mientras recorro la base. Firme, pase lo que pase, vamos por encima, esa es la frase. Subo el volumen cuando llegue mi turno al bate, que esto es el clásico mundial. Ponte ready para el desempate, hay que jugar con el corazón. Darlo todo en el terreno, esa es mi pasión. Con orgullo trae tus colores, porque el juego ya comenzó. We don't stop,
One head to the top, keep it going, we don't stop. One head straight away, pumping like an 808. One head, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. One head, we got one head.
All night,
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for the Mets, Freddy Peralta. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready for baseball here in New York. Here's Mauricio Dubon. And we're underway from Queens. Here's a 2-0. That's a little bit low.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. What a start to this one. The Braves score first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
The 1-0. Now one miss.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one not close. 3 balls, no strikes. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. They go back to back, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here's Matt Olson. And a 1-0.
Whoa, that counts.
Peralta, the pitch. What a stop. And they get the out. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
That's too low. Ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 2 away.
Batting 5th, first baseman Dominic Smith.
Dom Smith stands in.
Ball. Down.
Two down, nobody on. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 2. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! He circles the bases, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. Young. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here at Citi Field, and going for Atlanta, Spencer Strider. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Carson Benj up now for the Mets.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson. You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 3.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
It's in and out of his glove. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Okay, let's check out the lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Ball. Aye.
On the ground to third. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Batting third, designated hitter, Juan Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right.
Ball.
Next pitch is outside. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. On now to the top half of inning number 2. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
2-0. And another ball. This one's smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. And they boost their lead. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence. You just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Kim, 30 years old now, and he's a native of South Korea. The 1-0. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 2nd. And now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. Singy, he's been battling all season long for that swing.
And I'm sure a big weight off of his shoulders, Boog. He probably feels 20 pounds lighter jogging around the bags. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So digging in, Austin wins. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Young flips it. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder Mauricio Dubon.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
In the air to left center. On his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder
Michael Harris the second.
is
Next up for the Braves.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Gets the bunt down the right side. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. The 2-round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Jared Young up now for the Mets. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Ball, that's out.
Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
And that one missing low. And foul ball. A sliding stop to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Ball, that's down.
The 1-0.
Yep, that ball went out.
And another ball. Down. And that one hammered. And wow, that one is way out of here. He shoots one out to right. And they're on the board. It's 5-1.
Some guys actually don't like swinging 3-0 because they feel like they get a little too quick in anticipation. Well, this guy obviously does. He stayed back, nice drive from the backside, and a really good swing through the zone.
Now it's Marcus Semien. And the 1-0.
Hey.
Strider deals. And there's the strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one misses. Full count now. Pot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Brad Beatty.
Hey!
The 1-1.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Ball.
That's a little bit low. Simeon leads off first with one away. There's a swing and a drive. That's going back. Back some more. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. It's their second home run of the inning, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
MJ Melendez digs in now. The 1-0.
Ball.
And there's the
That's
ball.
3.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Payoff pitch. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And it is out of here. And they cut into the deficit.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Well, you can never fault a guy for going after a hitter in a 3-2 count. He tried to challenge him, but just didn't have enough to get it by him. Really good swing, a nice home run. Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
The 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And that one is downstairs. Yeah, that's ball 2. is in the dirt. And that one hammered out of here. They hit another, and it ties it up. It's 5-5.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Next to hit, Carson Bench. And the 1-0. Strider. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
The hitters count the 2-0. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Gone! And they've rallied from 5 back. It's 6-5.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I'll tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
No, that's down.
Strider. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Crush, left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-5.
In a 2-0 count, a hitter is on high alert. This is what you live for, to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle, and he hit that pitch really hard. Nice home run.
One down. Now it's the DH, Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What do you see?
Well, it looks like he's fighting against himself instead of just working with himself and allowing his mechanics to flow. He's trying to overthrow instead of allowing things to just sort of naturally develop.
The 0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. And downstairs. felt good. And they add to the lead. It's 8-5.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Power versus power right there. Like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? And a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top man working. Powers that fastball out of here.
The ball.
The 1-0.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Puts a bunt down. Close play, but he just beat him to the bag for the out.
Next for the Mets, center fielder A.J. Ewing.
And next for New York, number 9. Back into the box for the second time this inning. And we remember what he did the first time around.
Yes, we do. And now he has the chance to do it again. Some of the biggest names in baseball history have pulled this off. He's going for 2 home runs in the same inning.
Down, nobody on. The 1-1. There's a strike at the knees. Down a bunt to the right side. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Ball, that's low. That's ball 2.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Gets the bunt down the right side. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 8 and the Braves 5. Back here at Citi Field. Let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next. Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
The 1-0.
No, that's down.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they close the gap. It's 8-6.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Whoa, that's down.
The 1-0.
Ball, down.
And another ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers, and they cut into the deficit.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now it's Dominic Smith. He's already homered in this game.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say they have 5 hits when they're ahead in the count, so that says a lot right there about how they're having success.
And now the 0-1.
By staying patient and disciplined, they're working themselves into those advantage counts where they're seeing some really good pitches to hit.
The 1-1.
Nope, that's down.
That one missed. Is on the way. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
one kicks away from the catcher. And the runner holds. Smith aboard here at first with nobody out. That one's in there. That's strike one. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Out of here. Austin Riley goes deep. Their third home run of the inning. And the Braves have the lead now. It's 9-8.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Yastrzemski up here.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time out. Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning. Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
The 1-1. Drops a bunt down the first base side. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Ha-Sung Kim.
Whoa, that's down.
Just missed.
Down.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Carrying well. Long gone. Another homer. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they boost their lead. It's 10-8.
Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you've got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
One down. Austin wins. Next up for the Braves, he's 0 for 1. And the 1-0.
Ball.
That's a little bit low. Yeah, there's the strike. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the walk. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Trying to move him over here. Young. They take the force out. That's a very athletic play.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So up next, Michael Harris II. He's already homered here in this one.
At the ball.
The 1-0.
Down.
And another ball. Matt Olson would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Here's a 3-0. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 12-8.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And a bunt back to the pitcher. The throw to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 12 and the Mets 8. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Queens as we go to the last of the third. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
And down on strikes he goes, and there's one down.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
No, that's low.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And another ball. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a man aboard now with one away.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
Here's the catcher to hit, Luis Torrens, in the dirt.
Ball 2.
And that skips into dirt. That one drilled left field. That's back. His second home run of the game, and they're chipping away. It's 12-10.
A surprise performance here. You don't expect this kind of power from him, but he's proven everyone wrong with a multi-home run game.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Two runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Right through there for a strike. Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Two down, base is empty. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 2 down, nobody on. There's a strike.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at bat. He's just attacking the strike zone.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. On the ground to short, Kim throws to first, and that is that. Back here at Citi Field, new inning getting started.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that she can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think were there 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined? My scorecard was ugly for that series.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens that, I get. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. Ozzie Albies goes yard. His 2nd homer of the night, and they tack one on the board. It's 13-10.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
At the plate, Dominic Smith.
Ball 1.
Lays down a bunt to the right side, and a foul ball. One run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. And it's even up. Gets the bunt down the right side. Young takes it himself, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
The 1-0.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
1-1 down. And that's in there at the knees.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Very high with that one. And it's a full count. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. Ball one, no strikes. And another ball. Next one misses. Ball three. Drops a bunt down the first base side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom four, so now here's the Mets DH, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Next offering is downstairs.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count. Pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Soto gets his lead at first with nobody out. And the 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Out of here. A 2-run blast. And they cut into the deficit.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And here is number 9. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Puts a bunt down. And he beats him to first. He's safe.
Up next,
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Spencer Strider won't go any further tonight, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
New arm
Atlanta,
out of the bullpen,
number
Didier
72,
Fuentes.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Down low and kicks away. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And at second. There's a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Ball that low.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now the count is even 2-2. This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Brett
Brett
Beatty.
Beatty up now for the Mets.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Splits the plate. 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Here's the 0-2.
Ball that's outside.
Fastball is outside. MJ Melendez waiting to hit for the Mets. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Harris drops steps, heads back on it. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tagging and heading for home. Aim to score from third. It's 13 apiece.
next for the Mets, left fielder, M.J. Melendez.
Puts a bunt down. Smith, the flip, in time, got him. So they get 3 and draw even. We're headed to the 5th. We're tied at 13 apiece.
Leading off.
Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Just missed. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Ball to strike, the pitch.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That catches the zone for a strike. Now 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
One-two now. And a sac bunt here. Over to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Go-ahead run on base. Mauricio Dubon now at the plate, and that bunted towards third. Bare hands it. Tough play. On the money. Nice play. Citi, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. The results haven't been what he wanted, though. He may need to shift gears to stay in this one.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That does it for Freddy Peralta, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the Mets,
Luke Weaver gets the
30.
ball now.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Ball, down.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Runner edges away at second.
Ball, that's low.
2-1 on the way. That one missed.
That's down.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Matt Olson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. Popped up, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Atlanta, and this is a tie ball game. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a ground ball and a base hit. Harris fires it in quickly. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Roll to short, could be 2. Over to Albies. On to Smith. 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Right down to shoot. It's 0-1. Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position.
0-1.
Been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Citi Field. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Chase me, but I wouldn't mind it if you give me just a little bit of something we can work it with, but all you do is push me.
So digging in,
Leading
Matt
off
Olson.
for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Matt Olson.
And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball one. Here's the pitch to Olsen. And another ball. That one is hammered right field. Carrying well. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they've rallied from 5 back. It's 14-13.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Oh, that's low.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
And that skips into dirt. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. To right field, way back, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add on. It's 15-13.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one. He's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Dominic Smith next up for the Braves. Lays down a bunt to the right side. The underhand flip. Got him! Nice play. Out to short. Throw to first in time.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Nobody on. Drops a bunt down the first base side. And that's foul. This to third. And that one handled. That ends the frame. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Jared Young up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They have 6 hits in this game when they have the advantage in the count, so that tells you a lot about what's working for them right now.
And the 1-0.
By staying patient and working themselves ahead in the count, they're getting good pitches to hit. That's a great recipe for success if the opposing pitching isn't filling up the strike zone.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Into the outfield, base hit. And a board on the leadoff single. And that brings a tying run to the plate.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And another ball. Marcus Semien up next for the Mets. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. His second homer of the night, and we're all square. It's 15 all.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here is Marcus Semien, 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. That's in there. 1 and 2. This one driven. Deep center field. On its way. Home run. They go back to back, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 16-15.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here. This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Fastball for a strike. Gets the bunt down the right side, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder
MJ Melendez. Up now for the Mets. Puts a bunt down. Smith. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Luis Torrens.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake. I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Looking, that's a strikeout. Back here in Queens, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that skips in the dirt. In the dirt, ball 3. Austin wins. Next to bat for the Braves. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His third home run of the game.
This one feels far from over, Boone. Who knows how this game's going to play out now? That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Next offering is down low. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Base hit, so the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon. This ball's chopped on the ground. Dive, and he's got it. That's going to be a single. Great effort on defense, but no chance to get him at first.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there, stepping up to the challenge. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Trying to move the runners over. Baden sends it to first, and that is a big first out.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Wins at third. Duvall over at second with one down. Base hit, one run is in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Bunted back towards the mound. Throws to first in time.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
And here's the first baseman, Dominic Smith. He crushed one out of here earlier, an absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Puts a bunt down. Beatty to first, and that is that. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Braves lead it 18-16. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show.
Leading off for the Mets, right fielder, Carson Diaz.
Ball, that's down. Ball.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. His second home run of the game, and just like that, they're within a run. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
And the latest one brings them back into striking distance, Boo. Only down a run now, and they're riding momentum here in the final stretch.
Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Watch Soto now. Lays down a bunt to the right side. And a foul ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And they hold the lead runner at second. Potential tying run now in scoring position.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Sack bunt towards third, and that's a foul ball. Bunts it in the air. Riley brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is a big first out.
For the Mets, center fielder, A.J. Ewing.
Two aboard with one out. Here's the center fielder. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could.
Kim, one at second, over to first, safe.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Bunts it back towards the pitcher. Over to Smith. They limit the damage here. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the eighth. Austin Riley getting ready to hit.
Ball, that's upstairs. That's ball two.
Ripped to short. Slings it across. First out in the top of the eighth.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Chopper to second. Simeon fires over to first. Two up, two down here in the top of the eighth.
For Atlanta, shortstop Ha-Sung Kim.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim.
That's a ball.
Puts a bunt down. Simeon whips it to first. It'll come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. The Braves had the lead, 18-17. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, number 7.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
To the right side, Albies tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swing a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's deep and gone. His second homer of the night, and we are starting over.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up. My goodness, who saw this come? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power move, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Luis Torrens, the next to hit. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Bunts it in the air, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Carson Field.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right through there for a strike. That one missing low. Bobuchet in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fastball in for a strike and a full count now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Didier Fuentes departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Chris
Atlanta,
Sale on
number
to pitch
51.
here.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Two down, nobody on. Got him. Inning over. But this clutch home run gets us even again. Through 8 full, you're dialed into the show. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Austin Wins.
Ball 1.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 2. Strike 1. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Trying to move him over here. They kept the force as they pass up the chance of the double play.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Drops a bunt down the first base side, and that's a foul ball. Gets the bunt down the right side. Young. They put the tag on him, and he gets the job done.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter Matt Olson.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luke Weaver is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Oscar Brazovar takes over on the mound.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Puts a bunt down. Baden on the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. And amazingly, we are all tied up. Back here in Queens, bottom half of the 9th, and we've got a tie ball game. Home side looking to walk it off. Bo Bichette digs in now. That's in there. Strike 1.
Ball 2.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. I mean, it was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
That one off the mark. Ball one. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Fastball is outside. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Yastrzemski hustles it back in, and the potential winning run moves into scoring position at second.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Jared Young. Tag out, and they cut down the winning run at third. Right through there for a strike. That's too low. And the count is 1-1. That's a little bit low.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Splits the plate, 2-2. Goes down looking.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Liner snagged at first. Mets strand one, and this ball game remains tied. On to extra innings. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Hard hit left side. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Dominic Smith.
This one in the air, center field, on the move. And there's two away.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman Austin Riley.
Here is Austin Riley.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Pitch in the dirt, ball one. And another ball. That's a strike. Right through there for a strike. Downstairs, Mike Yastrzemski in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And he pops up the bunt, and that's the third out. Braves strand one, and it's been a wild one. We're tied. Back here at Citi Field, on to the bottom of the 10th. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss, strike one. Pitch kicks away. No advance, though. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Headed will play. Tag, got him. They cut down the winning run, and we will play on.
You really can't argue too much with them sending him home, trying to win this ball game in extra innings, get back into the clubhouse, get something to eat, get some rest. But great defense right there keeps this game alive. That is a big-time play.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Fastball for a strike at 95. That pitch in for a strike. And a count 1-2. The Mets with the go-ahead run at first here in extra innings. And now 2-2. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder,
MJ Melendez now at the plate.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The Mets with the winning run on at first. And here in extra innings.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
Get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all headed home.
Tons of offense in this one for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.